Want to see more cool videos on our channel? We do, so press this bell and enable to send notifications.
Number 7. The prom. A number of special needs students in Boynton Beach, Florida decided to forego their own prom. It turned out that many of the students who attended John I. Leonard High School could not find dates and were struggling to raise the money for tickets. The Boynton Police Department saved the day. The officers found the funds for the prom, got corsages and boutonnieres, and escorted the youngsters to the event. One local business, Beck's Towing and Recovery, generously donated $500 to pay for the group's tickets. As much as tonight means to these students, it means the world to us to be able to escort them to their prom. We are full of BBPD pride, stated Boynton Beach PD. The department's Twitter page was filled with videos of uniformed officers hitting the dance floor. Boynton cops are renowned for their charitable pursuits. They have supported victims of domestic abuse, Red Nose Day, Career Day, the Rock One Sock campaign for missing kids, and Paint with a Hero. Meanwhile, their Coffee with a Cop event gives members of the public an opportunity to meet local law enforcement face-to-face. Number 6. Donating organs. In what can only be described as an incredible act of selflessness, a hero cop from Riverside County, California, donated one of her kidneys to a complete stranger. Deputy Tracy Newton donated the life-saving organ as part of a kidney donation chain. A donation chain is set up when a person wants to give a kidney to a family member but is not a suitable match. An altruistic donor, someone who does not know the recipient but is a match, gives his kidney instead. By way of thanks, the non-matching family member then pays it forward by donating his kidney to another stranger. And so the chain continues. Newton was involved in an 8-person chain, 4 donors and 4 recipients. The transplant surgeries took place during National Donate Life Month at the Loma Linda University LLU Medical Center. LLU surgeon Charles Bratton had this to say: "Living donation in general, and this amazing 8-person chain specifically, exemplifies the best of the human spirit and the art of medicine." Number 5. The Wedding Dance. In 2007, David Poling was killed in the line of duty. The brave officer drowned after chasing a suspect into the Ohio River. He left behind his wife and 2 young daughters, Faith and Michaela. Flash forward to Michaela's wedding day in 2017, and the boys in blue at the Gallipolis Police Department were on hand to offer their support. Much to Michaela's surprise, a steady stream of officers lined up for the father-daughter dance. They all started coming in one by one. I had no idea. So when the first one walked out in uniform, I was just full of emotions, Michaela explained. The bride and groom are following in David Poling's footsteps. Husband Dakota Roten is now a Gallia County Sheriff's Office deputy. Number 4. Delivering babies. Sometimes the police go beyond the call of duty to serve their communities. While delivering babies is not usually part of the job description, desperate times call for desperate measures. In the early hours of a February 2018 morning, an expectant mother was on her way to the hospital with her relatives, but the baby arrived a little sooner than expected. The woman was in the elevator of her Manhattan apartment building when the baby's head started to crown. The mother, now slumped on the elevator floor, could go no farther. After the family phoned 911, Sergeant Michelle Santos and Officer Eugene Park arrived at the scene and set to work. The officers reassured the mother and delivered a healthy baby girl. An EMS team eventually turned up and cut the umbilical cord. Number 3. A Christmas car. An elderly couple from Croydon, London had their car stolen in 2017. The callous thief took the pensioners' Austin Metro from outside their home. Although the cops did find the vehicle, it was so badly damaged that the authorities were left with no choice but to crush it. The owners were devastated. The lack of car meant that Linda and Michael Gibbs would struggle to attend hospital appointments or buy groceries. Seeing as the couple lacked the finances to buy a new car, the police started a fundraiser. The cops were planning to use the proceeds to buy the senior citizens a Vauxhall Corsa. However, after learning of the couple's plight, a local dealership kindly donated the vehicle. Our hearts went out to Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs when we saw how upset they were to lose their car. It was a real lifeline to them. "We just had to do something to help them," explained Detective Constable Helen Cooper. On Christmas Day, officers with the Metropolitan Police Service drove the Corsa to the Gibbs' residence. The cops also gave the husband and wife £2,300 to cover the cost of the car's insurance and MOT vehicle inspection check. Number 2. Rescuing helpless animals. When the police are not donating their organs or delivering babies, they occasionally like to rescue small animals. In 2018 alone, the cops have rescued a menagerie of creatures. Deputies with the Columbia County Sheriff's Department rescued a pony from a busy highway. Officers in Quincy, Massachusetts rescued 5 baby raccoons from a trash can. Colorado cops freed an owl that had gotten into a fight with a soccer net. NYPD officers saved 2 dogs from a searing hot vehicle before administering oxygen and transporting them to a local animal hospital. In one of the most extraordinary cases of 2018, a New Jersey cop performed a C-section on a dead deer. The creature was hit by a vehicle and killed. When Officer Jim Vernon saw the corpse's insides writhing, he realized that the deer's unborn baby was still alive. He performed a cesarean and handed the fawn over to animal control. Later that day, Vernon, aka Officer Doolittle, was dispatched to deal with an escaped horse. Number 1. The bearers of food. For most, it is difficult to imagine phoning the police for food, but a single mother in New Jersey was so impoverished that she had no other choice. Her cupboards were empty, and her children were starving. The mother of 4 was waiting for food stamps and had no other means of getting food. She did not have transportation, and her mobile connection had been turned off. So a dispatcher from Camden County, Tondalea Bagby, sent an officer to assess the family situation. As a stopgap measure, Officer David Hinton took the family to McDonald's and bought the famished kids a round of Happy Meals. A group of cops, including Bagby and her police sergeant mother, paid for the woman's groceries and delivered them after work. The Camden County freeholders honored Bagby and the officers for helping the family in their hour of need. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.